friends, welcome back. I am Vivekanandan. In today's video, we are going to discuss about what is guerrilla marketing. But then to understand what is guerrilla marketing, we will discuss few things about what is guerrilla warfare. In a guerrilla warfare, what actually happens is two different kinds of armies meet each other. One is a larger army and the one is a smaller army. If both these armies are going to fight directly with each other, the chances of winning is higher with the larger army. So to counter this, what the smaller army normally does is they will attack this larger army in a totally unexpected way, unexpected time, in a totally unexpected manner, unexpected fashion. So because of this unexpected thing happening, what happens is this larger army is taken by total surprise, and because of that some major losses happens to the larger army. And what the smaller army does is they will try to win the war continuously using some guerrilla warfare tactics, which is none other than taking the bigger army by surprise. So now let us come into guerrilla marketing. What is this guerrilla marketing all about? It is all about taking the consumer by surprise. And we are going to discuss about guerrilla marketing with a lot of examples. Even I have tried a very small technique in this video as well. Hope you have already guessed it by now, or else we will discuss about that at the end of the video. So to continue with what is guerrilla marketing, it is all about taking the consumer by surprise. But then who employs this kind of a guerrilla marketing tactic? Normally it is companies, smaller firms indulge in this, or companies with a small low budget for advertisement, they use this particular technique, and sometimes occasionally big companies also do it. But then let us start discussing about our examples so that we understand it far better. So to start with, the first example is take a closer look at this particular picture. So this picture at the outset actually appears like a picture taken at the lift. Yes, we are correct. But then if you take a closer look, this is a picture where it actually appears like the people are standing on a glass ceiling on top of a building, and beneath them there is a road which is running over there. And what is the subtle message there? The subtle message is you are actually standing in a very tall building. To get down, better enroll in our parachute school. And the name of the company is given there, something called as Skydive. So this is a message implied there. So that is the first one. The second one, which I found very interesting, is something over here where we normally travel in a bus. While commuting, what happens is we used to have this habit of catching the handle of the bus. But then this is one company where the handle, they have actually put up the pictures of the watches. Now whenever you try to catch the handle, it will actually appears like there is a watch which is around our wrist. So this is a classic example of a wristwatch example. And one more example over here in India is this particular example where Air Asia, the Airways, they actually displayed Kabali movies pictures where superstar with a photograph of superstar Rajnikant. So now what happens is whenever you go to an airport, whenever you see Air Asia flights, a normal flight with this red color, you don't turn back and look at the flight. But now when you see the flight with a photograph of superstar Rajnikant, what happens is we actually turn back and look at that. So this is about a promotional activity. So my point over here is this is something called as ambient marketing. So ambience means place. Using the place as a instrument, as a tool for marketing. This is what you call it as a ambient marketing under guerrilla marketing. Before understanding the next type of marketing, let us again have a look into this particular picture. This is a picture of a bus. But how does it look like? It actually looks like a large python encircling the bus and trying to crush down the bus. But actually, if you again take a closer look, it is just a picture which is drawn like a python around the bus. And now imagine this is a picture this is an advertisement created by the zoo which is in the city of Copenhagen Zoo. So now imagine every time this bus goes in the streets, consumer will not turn around and look at a normal bus. But when this bus is going on, definitely they will try to take a closer look. Oh, what is happening over there? But then every time the bus moves in the city, there is a this advertisement is actually making up their presence in that particular city, which might interest the consumers to visit that particular zoo one day. So this is making the presence felt, which you call it as a presence marketing. So the third one is something called as grassroots marketing. And what does the term grassroots refer to? Grassroots normally refer to the citizens of the country. And now grassroots marketing, what is happening is Coca-Cola, they actually do this a lot of guerrilla marketing techniques using this grassroots marketing. One such example is here, which is Coca-Cola has actually displayed a big vending machine, Coke vending machines in a very big place where crowds gather. And there is a screen before that particular vending machine, and you go and stand before the screen, you are actually visible in that particular screen. And now whenever the music is played and whenever we actually dance for that particular music, at the end of the dance, what happens is we can actually go and collect a tin Coke from there, a Coca-Cola tin. Now what actually happens is the company actually makes the consumer as a participant. First, whenever we dance, we become very happy. At the end of our dance, what happens is we are able to collect one Coca-Cola can, and now what happens is our happiness doubles, which means we become a consumer of that particular product. The same strategy was again tried by Starbucks, where Starbucks tried to provide a particular one cup of coffee for all people who voted in the elections, but then that particular strategy backfired. It came into a lot of criticism as well. So my point over is here is we have to be careful with marketing also. So this is all about grassroots marketing. And the next kind of marketing is something called as experience marketing. What is this experience marketing? So they make the consumers use a product and then create an experience and then make them buy the product. But then where is the surprise element over here? So what happens is this particular example. Normally if we go and if we want to book a car, what do we do normally? We go to the showroom, buy the car, test drive the car and then buy the car. But then where there is no surprise. So for the first time, Volkswagen, what they did was they kept a slide, which is normally used in our playgrounds and all. What they have done is in a mall where there's a staircase, where there is an elevator, beside both these things they have actually put up a slide where you can actually slide and get down. Instead of a stair or an elevator, you can use this particular instrument to get down the floors. So now what happens is there are many people who did not want to use the first two, and what they happened to do was they jumped onto the slides, slided down to the floors. But the message was the person who is coming in the slide at the end, when he is trying to stand up, the message over there is if you're going to travel in a Volkswagen car, it is more of a joyous experience. So that is the point over there. So this is all about experience marketing. The last kind of marketing is something called as buzz marketing, and this buzz marketing is nothing but making the people talk about the particular product without even knowing that they are actually selling the product. In fact, in our channel also, I have done a book review of this particular book called as How to Create a Kick-Ass Brand. And in that particular book, this particular example was given where this particular place, a fish market named as Pike Place, a fish shop named as Pike Place in the United States, what normally they do is whoever the consumers, whomever they want to come and buy the fish, they have this particular option. That particular option is they can actually throw the fish, catch the fish, and then give it to the particular shop persons to cut it and get delivered. So now just imagine you go to a fish market and everybody is selling fish, but there is one particular fish place where they throw it and catch it and then cut it into pieces. At least there is an interest which is being aroused that we really want to go and see what is happening over there, and out of that curiosity people might buy fish from that particular place. So this is the particular strategy followed in this particular place. Back then in India also, in this famous shrine named as Velankani, there is this parota shop which throws their parotas and catch between them. And what happens is that you can always find a big crowd gathering outside that particular parota stall. So in spite of so many stalls there, people are intrigued, curious about this particular shop, and after watching that particular throwing of barotas between the persons who are working there, what happens is we might be tempted to eat in that shop as well. So this is what you call it as a buzz marketing. One last example. So this is employed by a very large corporation. So which is Samsung. Once what they did was, in a village called as Apple in Holland, what they did was, it is a very small village and the crowd is very less. So people are very less. So what Samsung actually did was, they actually gave each and everyone in that particular village a Samsung phone as a gift. So they gave it for free. But then how did Samsung advertise that? Samsung actually advertised that the whole Apple community has switched over, has changed to Samsung phones. The meaning over here is as if every other Apple user has started buying Samsung phones. But the point over here is, just one particular village, they have given some Samsung phones. So the trick over here is just the change of spelling. So this particular village name is APPEL, but then pronounced as Apple. And the original brand Apple, its spelling is APPLE. Samsung just played with words over here, but then created a lot of buzz for them. Similarly, how many of you observed this small change in the thumbnail as well? So thumbnail, the spelling of Guerilla Marketing is right, but then the indicating picture is of an animal, which is gorilla, which is spelled differently as Gorilla. In case if you have already noted that mistake and came into this video to let me know that there is a mistake in this video, you are actually right, please pat yourself on your back. So just a small technique I just tried the small technique as well. So please share your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching this video. Have a good day.